That is very important with the current scenario, in Sri Lankan scenario. Right? That is how to attain an unattainable production point. We said any point above the PPF is not attainable. Any point above the PPF is not attainable for any economy given the scarcity. The resources are limited. Therefore, we cannot cross the boundary. It is called production possibility boundary. So we cannot go beyond that. Right? Frontier means the boundary. We have a limitation. We cannot go beyond that. But people in the country, they are really want to go above the PPF. Always. Why? It is because if you are producing more, you will be more happier. If you are consuming 1 kilo of, let's put easy one, one ice cream. If you are consuming 1 ice cream and 1 pen, if you are getting 2 ice cream and 1 pen, you will be happier than previously. Right? Therefore, if you put that for a society, all people in Sri Lanka, they are willing to have more. We need more number of cars. We need more number of televisions. We need more number of refrigerators. We need different varieties of lunch. Likewise, right? Always when we have more, we are very much satisfied. We have a saying in economics, more is better. Always. If it is an economic good. Later I will explain what are economic good. Economic good, simply it is the good that can make someone happy. Positive utility. And if we are having a positive utility good or economic good, we say more is better. Always more is better. Therefore, any economy is willing to have more. Therefore, it is very important to understand how to attain unattainable production point or consumption point. Production as well as consumption point. Because if we are consuming more, we are happy. For that, we have very simple things like increase in technology. If we can improve the technology, we can produce a point that was unattainable previously. If we are having increasing in technology. And if we can find new resources, of course, we can consume in a higher place. If we can increase the efficiency, of course, we can have a higher production point. Because of inefficiency, we were producing below the PPF. Because of improving the efficiency, we reached to PPF. Therefore, increase in efficiency also will allow us to have a point which was unattainable previously. And some complicated like foreign trade and value addition. But anyway, I will explain all these 5 because it is very important us to understand these 5 scenarios and how the welfare of countries increase given these 5 scenarios. Let's start with the easier one. Let's start with this blue line. Blue line is the original PPF. Where, let's assume this is Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka can produce either mobile phones or computers or any combinations of mobile phones and computers as we discussed previously. Right? If it employ all its resources for the production of mobile phones, it will be producing 15 mobile phones. If it is producing only computers, it will be producing 5 computers. Or any combinations like given with this point ABCD or the curve PPF, any combinations of mobile phones and computers. but it cannot produce beyond the PPF. For example, let's say this economy was producing 5 units of mobile phones and 4 units of computers. It's very efficient. Right? We cannot increase our production beyond that because resources are fully employed. All our resources are fully employed. Now, let's assume we need to produce 5 units or maybe 5.5, 5.25 units of computers and 5 units of mobile phones. Can we do that? With the original PPF, cannot, because this is an unattainable point. The scarcity is there. Because of the scarcity, we cannot produce at point E1. There's a resource limitation. But let's assume there was an increase in technology. The production technology was improved. Whoever, let's say, university students had some research and they found a technology that can improve the production of computers. Maybe MRT student found new kind of input. Maybe granite or something which is cheaper can be utilized for production of computers. So production technology of computer production is increased. Therefore, even though we could produce 5 computers with the given resources in the beginning, now we can produce 7 units of computers with the same resource. Resources are the same. There is no any difference in our labor force or the other capital inputs. They are the same, but technology is improved. The increase in technology will allow us to produce more. Therefore, now this economy can produce either 15 units of mobile phones or 7 units of computers, or any combination in between these two. So we are getting new PPF called PPF2. So therefore, this economy can achieve this unattainable point now. It was an unattainable point in the beginning. But with the technology improvement, now it is an attainable point or efficient point. Right. But here, remember, we are having only the increase in technology only for the production of computers. You can see here we were producing 5 units of computers, now we are producing 7 units of computers. Whereas there is no any change in 15 units of mobile phones. Before the technology, it was producing 15 units. Even after improvement in the technology, we are producing 15 units of mobile phones. So if there is an increase in production technology for a particular good, we have a shift of PPF from that product only. We can further clarify it using this graph. Here you can see there is no any change in computers. Still we are producing 5 units of computers, but previously it was 15 units of mobile phones, now it is 20 units of mobile phones. So we can produce more units of mobile phones now. Right? So it is because there's a technology improvements in the mobile phone. But anyway, we can achieve certain points which were unattainable previously. Therefore, we can conclude that either mobile phone or the computer technology improvement will allow us to achieve some of the unattainable points previously. This can be happen to both. Maybe you found a new resource which can be utilized for computer production as well as mobile phone. New improvement in the technology can be applied to the production of mobile phones as well as computers. In that scenario, our PPF will be shifted like this. So we can produce now not 5 units of computers, we can produce 7 units of computers not 15 units of mobile phones, we can produce 20 units of mobile phones, or any combination in between these two. Then by connecting all these points, we can get the smooth curve like PPF2. So PPF2 will tell us we can achieve some of the unattainable points, which were here, here, and here, and so on. So this simply says, if we are having technology improvement, it will increase the production process. The consumption of the household in the country will be higher than the previous. Right? Previously, we had only 4 units of computers and 5 units of mobile phones. Now, with the technology improvement, we can have 5.5 units of computers and 5 units of mobile phones. So people are happy. Therefore, if you want to make this country happy, what we can do? We need to increase the technology. In fact, you are from the Faculty of Applied Sciences, so that's the science and technology. So you should be able to do that part. Anyway, we have been trying for this for a long time, but we don't see much results. There are different arguments why it is so. But anyway, technology improvement is quite low in Sri Lanka. But it is necessary. If we can do that, of course, we will be having higher consumption point. Okay, that is with the technology. And there are 4 other ways. So here we discuss how we can achieve an unattainable point. So in fact, what we did, we relaxed one assumption. So assumption was technology is fixed. If we relax that assumption, what happens? We can produce somewhere else. So our PPF will be shifting depending on the place where we had the technology improvement. If it is mobile phones, the axis of the mobile phone will be shifting to rightward. If it is computer, so the computer part will be shifting rightward. Or if it is both, the whole PPF will be shifting rightward. That is what we learned in the final discussion in the first session. Now, the second one. Again, we had the assumption that resources are fixed. All the resources are fully utilized. That was the assumption. Now we are going to relax that also. In some economies, of course, technology improvement is natural. For many economies, we are having technology improvements, then production possibilities will be improving. But there are cases we are finding new resources. For example, why we are much worrying about the Mena Basin, the oil reservoirs in the Mena Basin. If we can dig it and get it out, of course, it is a find of a new resource. If we find it, of course, the welfare conditions of the country will be much better because we are getting new resource. Likewise, let's assume again, Uvalasa University students found a new resource for the production of computers, which was not utilized previously. We did not use that previously, but student found a new resource which can be utilized for the computer production. So then what happened? By employing all our resources, we were able to produce 5 units of computers. By utilizing all our resources, we could produce 5 units of computers. Now, because of new resource that could be utilized for the production of computers, we can produce a little bit more. Previously, it was 5 computers. Now we can produce 7 computers. Right? But there is no any impact on mobile phone. The new resource that we found is only applicable for the computer production, not for mobile phones. Therefore, computer production will be shifting rightward, like from 5 to 7. Then the point which was unattainable previously, with the given condition like this, now it is achievable. Any point like this is also achievable. Therefore, if you found new resource, we will be having achieving some of the points we could not achieve previously. This is the case with the resource that is only for computers, but if you want, you can change the graph. If it is for mobile phones only, it will be something like this. So mobile phone production will be increase, while computers will be fixed. And you can do it at home. You can put both ways, finding a new resource which can be used for mobile phone as well as computers. Then whole graph will be shifting like this. You can do it at home. And then the third scenario is the efficiency. If we do not find new resource, at the same time, we don't have any improvement in technology, but we have increasing efficiency. The people, those who were producing previously certain number of goods and services, now they are producing more than that because they are working efficiently. Right? The time waste is very low and their skills are improved. The education is enhanced. So because and the experience is enhanced. Therefore, now they can produce more than previous. So if it is only for computers, the computer will be shifting rightward. If it is only for mobile phones production will be shifting rightward. But the example what I put here is there is an increase in efficiency in the production of both mobile phones and computers. It's a general improvement in the country. Let's say this is because of the education. So we have better education now. Therefore, we can utilize the new knowledge for the production of computers as well as mobile phones. Therefore, both computer production and mobile phones will be increased. So the entire PPF will be shifting rightward as PPF 2. Right? At home, you can put one either for mobile phones or for computers and see what is happening. Right? Those three are very simple. And we have been trying as a country. As a country, we have been trying to find new resources. We have been trying to increase our efficiency. We enhance the education, health to a maximum level, thereby try to enhance the efficiency. And then we had new universities, technological parks, and so on to enhance the technology. But all these three seems a failure. Right? As a country, we have not been able, but there are examples. In the globe, there are many examples. Countries have done like this, thereby they have been able to get away from the scarcity, the limitation. So thereby they have produced certain points which were not be able to produce previously. Now they can produce.